Hello, I'm Eagle Gardens 1 on Instagram, and this is. I didn't even put an episode on this. Let's do a quickie WEedNerdWorld. Throw it in the mix where you want to. Cheers, everybody. Hopefully, you guys have had a great Thursday. Loading up on a little bit of coffee. Oh, jeez, who's that guy in the background? Yeah. This is a Weed Nerd World. If you want to come hang out, hopefully the chat will load up someday. Someday we'll get some new internet. Hotspot seems to be holding out for a second. Smoke a doobie and hang out for a few. Get a couple cups of coffee in me. Need to get out and get some shit done. Weekend is here. It came way too fucking quick. Way too quick. And looking forward to hanging out with some cool weed nerds. Cheers, Phil. Brett Anderson. How you doing? What are you guys smoking on? Operation Annihilation. Cheers to you as well. Again, I don't know what's up. Again, I noticed when I fired up Zoom since, a little hiatus, it had updated some shit, and it seems like for most, maybe it changed the way you guys log on. I don't know. I don't log on to other, Zoom shit, so I don't know the process of logging on other meetings. But the meeting number, invitation, all that should still be the same. We 420 password, so if you have the correct key for whatever, then yeah, if not, right now it's hard for me to access other shit. I got my phone actually sitting in the window back there as a hotspot, so the IT and stuff like that right now. So hopefully you got your invitation still, all that good stuff. All that stuff should work. Now let me know in chat. Funny thing about the weekends is when you're retired, they don't mean quite so much. Very true. Cheers, SoCal. Ken the Trooper, what is up with you? Hillbilly Herbs, Gorilla Poison. I'm high. Nice. I'll take that smoke report. I believe I'm getting ready to roll up some Day Streak, I believe it's called. It's good. It's good. They'd say it's a sativa. Not bad. Not bad. Not necessarily what I would want in sativa. When I think of sativas, I'm hoping for something racy. Something that I can't sit down. Oh shit. The only way I get that way, the only way I get that way, like anymore naturally, is to not drink coffee or smoke weed, and then, unfortunately, I have all the energy, too much energy, some people would say. Stupid question. How do the link to Zoom to YouTube? I don't know. When you're like doing it, you have to, like, if you're like hosting the meeting, then you have to like go live through YouTube. But to get on here, your Zoom link should be the same. So, Cal, if that's what you're trying. If it's not, then what the fuck? Smoking someone Detroit River Rats. Skittles. Nice. Look forward to hanging out with some of the weed nerds this weekend. I believe Mr. Brett Anderson's making his way here. Justice Meds, Red Eye Rustler, Pizza Pirate, Rez, a bunch of few others. Smoke and Grow Fraser. Cheers to you. You're a Michigander. If you'd like to come hang out this weekend, Friday or Saturday, camp, smoke some weed. That's a little tougher. So yeah, looking forward to this weekend. There will be a possibility of some volleyball or some badminton. I don't know if this one of you guys got a cornhole I'm interested in. I've never played cornhole, but I'd play that. I'm a slow roll, probably leave here around 5. Nice. I believe most people are be here right about then, getting out of work to come hang out. If you're interested in smoking Grow Fraser, let me know. Southern, it's like close to South Haven. Not exactly South Haven, but not far there from. And I hope you do for yo what you do for me, yeah. Good tune. Used to rock out a lot of Godsmack back. This is actually a really good tune. That's in what is it? I'm gonna work the race this season, and I want to do YouTube live painless of racers and shooting inside.
Nice job, Vegas. Thank you very much.
Well, unfortunately, unless you're planning to go under 45 minutes and use Zoom, you have to go professional and get at least, I think the minimum you can go with the Zoom like professional side to be able to do this is like $16, $16 to $20 a month, and then you can do this. But you have to pay for Zoom professional, I believe, to be able to do the longer meetings. That much I know. If you're under 45 minutes, I think you can do the same thing, but you have to be under 45 minutes. Georgia Grow Guy, cheers to you. Man, I miss that fucker. I was watching some old Subcools last few days and scrolling through the comments there. I seen a bunch of old names. I actually went back through and read. I watched episode 340 and went to go like the episode until I seen it was hanging at 420 likes. And I didn't want to like it. I didn't want to fuck it up. It was sitting perfectly there at 420 likes. And I was like, yeah, I don't want to be 421. I want it to sit there as long as it can for it. A little bit of berry being smoked. Oh, this is the first cup of coffee today. And it's been run. Nice. Yeah, I thought I'd log on and fucking smoke a few joints, get a couple cups of coffee in me. See if any of you guys want to hang out a little bit. After I get warmed up and get ready to move, round 2 of my day. I gotta sling some drywall mud and fucking clean shit up for people coming this weekend. Not that the house isn't in complete disrepair and in a remodeling stage, but at least the few will get to see the house in the early stage. Smiley got to see it when it was a shell. And hopefully people get to show up, maybe come back, and maybe around Halloween or something like that, we'll do this again, and they can see where it's come since the last time it's been around. Cheers, Mr. Modern Genetics. You will be missed this weekend as well. Going on his cruise. It was kind of a last minute kind of throw together idea to do this kind of camp thing. Little camp, hang out, but I actually kind of needed a good break, hang out with some Weed Nerds. Haven't got to do a lot of it this year. I do plan to go to Big Clouds, the Cure Cup, I believe they're calling it. Cheers, Agnes. Next week. It's like there's gonna be some cool folks hanging out there. I don't know if I'm going to cover it. That's a big difference. I will DM you the address. Go Fraser. There will be a few of us, and I'd like to see as many as possible. This is just an opportunity to hang out around a campfire, smoke weed, and again, ball, badminton, whatever. Eat. What's up, SoCal?
Cheers. How you guys all doing?
Turn that me.
Well, it's been a while, man. It's been a fucking long while.
A long time.
Yeah. Yeah, this moving and buying the new house. I'm trying to get shit ready. My time's been taken away from me lately.
It's a process, man. Moving is a process.
Yeah.
I can't wait till I can actually drag my comfort things in the house.
Right. I mean,
This is where Go ahead, brother.
Oh, that's all good. No, I mean, I got the house is all squared away. We're squared in. Everything's good. It's just working on the yard and getting shit going. So it's been a process, taking a lot of time and money.
Right here, I got it. This phase I've hung the board. I got a mud, paint, all that good stuff. Yeah, paint trim.
All the fun shit. Yep.
It is. It's a challenge to try. You know what I mean? I've done a lot of remodels, but I've never done something to this scale in my own home, and tried to live. You know what I mean?
It's damn near impossible to do it for yourself. It's by the time you get down to doing it, you're so overdoing it for everybody else, you don't want to do it.
That's a part of it too, but it's just it's moving things to move things. It's a process. Process to keep. I'm clean constantly. Look at that beard. You look like one of the dudes from there's a banjo band that plays.
Somebody told me the other day I need to be rolling around town in a horse and a buggy.
Dead South. Look up Dead South. It's you'll actually probably like some of the music. It's actually really good shit.
Nice.
Modern at the base game. Good luck either way.
Right? Hey, I figure, I'm fucking pushing 50. I'm married. I'm, retired. Who do I got to impress?
There you go. Cheers to hardcore Tide grows. I grew some. Weed nerd. What's up? Modern, you can say something unless you don't want to say something. Modern's a busy guy, man.
I don't want to. I don't want to cause loudness in here.
All right. Cheers. Yeah, Modern's been going to a lot of concerts and shit. I'm trying to see
Nice.
his feet somewhere.
Yeah, I haven't been around much to talk to anybody. Hell, the last time I talked to our good friend Johnny Caniseed was when I was sitting there at his kitchen table smoking that fucking squirrel breath. And that was late February.
That sucks that it's been that long, but at least it was in person, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I haven't even got to shake Johnny's hand, face to face. That's I'd consider that an honor.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Johnny's taller than he looks on camera.
Yeah.
That motherfucker's like part Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, that's funny. I've wondered. I always wonder, right? When you see people, you wonder how that scales up. It's funny though. Yeah, I would thought mid, you know what I mean? Average. That does surprise me a little bit.
Yeah, he's a fucking beanpole. It's funny. I give him shit. I've talked to him a couple times on like text message and stuff, but when I stopped by his place on my way back from Colorado, he wanted me to, sample that squirrel breath he had, which I was, very appreciative. He packs the bowl, hands me the bong. I hit that son of a bitch, and it kicked me in the lungs like a fucking donkey with an attitude. And I didn't think to say anything about it right at first because, I'm me, but I'm not going to be disrespectful to your face when I'm sitting in your house, But he forgot to put water in that fucking bong. And that shit hurt.
Yeah.
So
I can
I'll
go
text you
both.
after.
It depends on the size of the piece, really. If I really would need water.
Yeah, if it's a smaller piece, you can kind of hit it like a pipe. But, this is a nice, and it was a big silicone piece too. So it's, you need that water in that thing.
That's it. I guess this is probably the other reason why is because I wouldn't say I'm politically correct with bong etiquette these days. You're my age, so you probably relate. Do you remember like when we were kids, how dirty that fucking bong water used to get before, you know what I mean? Now pretty much, people want to change that water like every day, every couple bowls, wipe out that bowl all the time. Shit,
Yep.
when we were kids, man, that bong water got fucking as brown as whatever. Then you dared your buddy to fucking drink it.
Yeah. 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 We'd clean our bong back in the day when it got clogged, and you absolutely had to clean it.
And smoke that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. You'd save the resin that came out of that stem just in case it went dry, and, you had something on the backup. Shit, nowadays it's like 3 bowls through that thing and I'm cleaning it. Salt and fucking alcohol, the whole 9 yards, soaking that bowl overnight,
Yeah, I'm not even that way. Even with my dab rigs, but my shit, I don't keep my dab rigs that clean.
I've noticed that like the older I get, the more I appreciate the flavor of what I'm smoking. And I want to taste that and not, all the shit that's built up over the last 6 months.
I agree with that.
If, some of this new stuff hitting the freaking grow rooms, it's got the flavor profiles have got really intense.
What about, remember the old hash maker? That basically they came in like the steel pipes, the little steel bowls. And it was that round little bubble where you could stuff a bud. in that chamber.
The chamber pipes, I still got one of those floating around with a bud in it.
With a butt in it,
Yeah,
holy shit.
yeah. I mean, it hasn't been in there that long. It's only been in there like 6, 7 months, but it's still in there. I kind of figured I'd wait until that thing clogged up and then take that out and smoke myself back into high school. Take that little fucking puff down memory lane. Remember why we hated that shit so much because it tasted like ass.
I wish I could get as high as we did. But I do. Do you think that I know now from talking to a lot of people about THC and the effects of THC that the way your body handles your intake of THC changes throughout your life cycle. So when you're young and you smoke it, it can fucking like make you high. But as you progress, that your brain processes it or tells your body to process it differently. You think that's the absolute reason there that we don't get as high or we don't get that same high as kids, or do you think again it's just from breeding? What? Why
I
don't
kind
we
of think
get?
I would have to say it's a little bit of both. You think about it, you smoke for years and years and years, just like, if you drink for years and years and years, it's going to take a little more to get you a little more. But at the same time, some of the shit we are growing these days is, if we would have had some of the stuff like Cuvée, for a perfect example, right? If we would have had Cuvée back in the fucking early 80s, early to mid 80s, that shit would have put our dick in the dirt. So I think it's got a lot to do with the tolerance that you build up through the years. But we've been building up the plant so much and increasing the potential and the potency over the years as well. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword, in my opinion. On one hand, we have way better weed now, but we've smoked so much, mid-grade shit through our lives that we kind of built that tolerance.
Definitely have built up a tolerance over the years.
I mean, look at like alcohol's another perfect example. Back in the day, your late teens, early 20s, a couple of shots and you were fucking hammered. Nowadays, a couple of shots and you're all right. You get that warm, fuzzy feeling, but you're not falling over, pissing yourself like you were back in high school.
Well, I go the opposite. I'm on the opposite end of that. I'm on the opposite end of that these days. Back when I was younger, I used to be able to drink like a fucking fish. Like a fish. Nowadays, if I were to drink a couple shots, I'd be fucking, woo, I'd be done. I'd be done after a couple shots.
Well, yeah, but you drink about as much as I do, which is fucking never. But you take your average people, come home from work, make a cocktail, whatever. It's kind of the same thing.
And I actually think yeah, I think your body after you've like drank like that for a long period of time, and then you try to drink, your body is like, no,
No,
no, it's like, fuck you.
yeah, you're not doing this shit to me again.
The body like showing people, you're on TV, man. You're on YouTube right now. Yeah, you guys right there. Hey.
Oh yeah.
That's funny.
All right, modern to the game. Where we get to see him on the kiss cam now, or what?
We can't hear you.
Woohoo! We lost our ass. We're getting ready to lose.
Rats. Sorry to hear that. Cheers, Tom. Genetic Memory Farms in chat. Oh,
So I know you've probably said it a million times, but I missed it. What's the new situation here?
That game over. I'm out of here. Talk to you guys in a little bit.
Right on, Leonard?
all right, we'll be here. Mario, you're not out of the bowl yet. You coming around? I'm waiting for your answer. What's the situation? I have moved again. SoCal. I moved a few hundred miles away from Holton Lake to a nice little piece of property that is a part of a bigger piece of property of residents, and that's what I'm doing. I'm living down here in southern Michigan on basically his blueberry farm,
Oh,
and
okay.
redoing this house and looking forward to planting some roots here in southern Michigan for a little bit. Growing
Beautiful.
some Edens, growing some blueberries.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So I actually got an opportunity now. There's plants outdoors right already. I brought plants, down here when I got here about a month and a half ago, I think now. And as soon as I got here, all the plants I had, I brought and threw outside. So there's like maybe 10, 12 out there right now. Nothing going indoors yet, but as I get through this process here, I'm gonna throw up a tent. Actually, there's a room now. I got a little bit more space. I'm gonna put a tent in there, a little 30 by 30, and get something going indoors.
Beautiful.
But this has been an awesome opportunity. I've always spoke to the random acts of kindness, you know, throughout this whole thing, and it's kind of weird and I would have never seen a little opportunity like this. This has been a good opportunity. So
Hell yeah. Well, and now you're closer to the grandkids, right? Being down
no,
south now?
no,
No. Oh, okay.
no, and I blew right fuck past.
Oh, no shit. You want
Like one of
okay.
them California like states. You keep going. You go 2 hours and then go 2.5 hours past. That's basically what I did. I went.
All right.
So yeah, I'm like way down there now. So, but on the outside of that, even though the lake was really nice and all that, it was super small space, and so there's much more space here. So and room, So if they wanted to come hang out or whatever, they could come here, and that's
Nice.
opportunity. I that's one thing, and this is on the personal note, I worked my whole life to, and there's nothing wrong against Flint, but I was really bummed, man. I worked my ass off to get them kids out of the Flint area, and then succeeded, moved on. Everybody grew up, and then we moved up north. My oldest rather stayed in the Flint area, Genesee County area, against oh man, talk about letting my oldest daughter go was like the hardest thing ever. And then every time she'd come up to visit, that 2 hour car ride, I'd be like, oh man, I'd be like waiting at the door. You know what I mean? Oh man, it was terrible. And it was all so she could stay with the boy, right?
Right, right.
Ooh, tough to deal with. So she stayed down, and then we moved up north, and then shit happened, and everybody else went back towards that area. And I was like, man, I worked my whole life to get you guys out of there. So if I had the opportunity to get little man, hang out with him, I'd rather bring him to the blueberry farm and chase him around here than head up to Flint. You know, if
Yeah.
I have to go, if that's the way I gotta see him, that's the way I gotta see him. But if I have a choice and I can go get him and bring him back, be like, hey, you're hanging out with me for a week. You know what I mean? I'd
Hell
rather
yeah.
any day. So
Nice.
hopefully
And we,
they'll see it the same. She'll see it the same.
hell
Everybody's
yeah.
still on the fence on how they feel about the ride, you know, the new change. But
Hey, you know what though? You got to do what's good for you. So,
I agree. I agree.
you
And
know,
it's been a fun ride, you know, last little bit, but it is time for a change. And this has been it's been a crazy ride this last month and a half, man. I've been working my ass off to move back and forth. Just to move back and forth, you know, 200 miles each way was a daunting task. And then in the middle of that, I decided to run a 25K race. I took like a little time off, like a week or two. I think it was like I raced like 3 weeks, didn't run. And then in the middle of the moving, I'm like, man, I need to blow off some steam. I'm just gonna fucking run a 25K race. And then my legs gave out at like 14 and a half, and I
oh
made
shit.
myself run. I finished in pain, but I ripped some tendons at the top,
Ooh,
in the butt area where it like goes up into the hip. So I've been trying to like work through that as well as all the shit remodeling. But
damn. So it's been a hell of a
great.
slumber over there in the Eagle's Nest.
Oh yeah, yeah. And well, I was just kind of like at the lake there. I just gotten the last bit of shit out of like the storage. You know what I mean? And had had it at that location. I was like, all right, finally, I got everything together. Now I just need to like, you know, sort, move shit around. And then this opportunity came, and it's all. I'm right back. I'm still
Right back
everything
to the beginning.
right now. Everything's back in storage until I get this done. So
That's the worst part of the whole moving thing is like getting situated again, you know, unpacking everything, getting it freaking set up, getting everything ready. It sucks. It's a process.
oh, I wish I could. There was I wish I could. Brett clipped it out. There was part of that race. So this is funny. That race, SoCal, I decided to take some mushrooms.
Huh.
Yeah, mushrooms and running has been pretty fun so far. I've only done it a few times, but it gets better every time. So I decided to take some of the Melmac mushrooms, right? The strong ones everybody's talking about. I take maybe like a gram and a half before the race. And I'm running and I kick in and first lap I'm all cocky. I come around the corner and I look at Brett and Red Eye and Angel and I go, I'm a little ball. Fucking every time I come around the first couple laps, man, she's like, oh, brutal. The worst thing they could do, you come around like it's a 3.5 mile lap, each lap, right? And at the end of the lap, where like you come around where everybody's there watching you and shit, you come like downhill. There's this brutal like little turn, and then it literally is like a 16-foot almost straight down fucking hill. So I don't know. I the first time I come around there, like, oh yeah, I almost fucking biffed it coming around straight down. And I wondered to myself, you know, at the end there, how many people fucking ate it, just coming around, just totally exhausted. down the hill. But yeah, mushrooms and running. Yeah, just fucking awesome, man. You lose it. You just get right in it and, you
Nice.
know.
Hell yeah.
Cheers. Seth, how you doing?
Good. It's like I'm
What's up,
having
man?
technical
Haven't seen you in a while either.
difficulties with my.
No camera? I don't know what's up with the Zoom. Is it your stuff or is it the Zoom?
I think it's me because it wouldn't even let me join until I must have gotten logged out of Zoom at some point. So now this thing, I don't even know what the hell my logo is on it or anything now. So it is what it is. At least I'm on. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Loud and clear.
Yes,
we hear
sir.
you.
Yeah. So uh Sunday, last Sunday was Turf Town Throwdown. It was the first time that the city of Boston gave out a permit for City Hall Plaza, which is right in front of like the mayor's office, to have like a cannabis event there, which was fucking pretty cool and groundbreaking, right?
Nice.
So I ended up starting off with like 10 free tickets because I was a sponsor for this thing, and ended up with uh a list of 192 people that I got in under me. You know what I mean? I brought mad heads to the party.
Sweet. Sounds like a good time.
And you know what I did? Not only did I invite everyone I knew to come in for free, but I also I handed out like I don't know, it was like close to 80 pre-rolls because there wasn't flour for sale at this place, but people were fiending out, and I knew that was gonna happen, so I fucking gave out like 80 pre-rolls that day. Who the hell else does that? This is kind of stupid
That's pretty,
sounding, but for the weed nerds.
no, that's pretty fucking awesome, brother.
Hell yeah.
And then we got the Boston Freedom Rally. This is the 35th Boston Freedom Rally. That's going to be in a few weeks here.
I wish I could maybe someday run that. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got a couple of my buddies
Awesome.
performing for like music and stuff. I'm not boothing there. I don't vend there anymore, but I just go there to chill and shit. But I know like all the vendors and stuff, so it's a fun time as long as the weather's good. And then the week after, I go to visit Johnny.
Sweet.
Oh, no shit. When's that?
Yeah, I'm going to Vegas September 26th.
Oh, no shit.
Yep. So that's cool.
Okay.
I'm going. There's a Wu-Tang show up there. They get the residency, so we're going to Johnny's coming too. Me, the wife, Johnny will go it's the Wu-Tang party. Well, it's the Wu-Tang show, and then my buddy that's under Wu, his birthday is that day, so there's gonna be like an after party and it's gonna be sick.
How long are you going to be out? I might have to fucking drive up there for that.
I'm gonna go. I'm landing Thursday. I'm gonna leave Sunday, so it's not that long.
Okay.
This shit started off like as an idea of like 8 months ago, and like just turns into more and more and more money. But that's why I paid for everything in advance, right?
What you joking on now? What you smoking
Actually,
on?
so there's this dude over here. He's on the FCP channel called Gross Space Killer, and he's got the headband, and he's been winning contest after mad competitions with this cut, and it is very tasty, but it's super potent. This thing's nice. Did a good job with it.
The band's awesome.
He's a weed nerd. He's a weed nerd too. he's all about Mendo dope and grows organic, fucking all about the community and all that shit. He's cool.
Mm-mm.
That was the kind of a cool thing about getting all those people in to Terp Town because I kind of turned it into like a party of all my friends and people that I know. We had like Jizza from the Wu-Tang Clan was there. I got to like meet him and chill with him. And Collie Buds, he was like another uh headliner guy. But it was fun. The weather was nice too. It was kind of weird to be able to smoke weed right in front of the mayor's office and not give a fuck.
They're uh, they're doing the harvest rally again this year out in Michigan. Uh, I spoke with one of the event organizers last weekend, and last year they had turned it into a cup, a rally on the state, uh, right on the steps right there, and so this year they're going to actually do the award ceremony and everything on the Capitol steps at the harvest rally. They're doing the whole like cup right there ish,
Yeah.
right, right on the on the Capitol steps. September 12th, I believe it is.
Nice.
See how that works out.
I used
Last year
that.
went out without a hitch.
Remember the George Floyd protests that were going on? So I hopped in on my town's one just because they were gonna end up over at the police station. So this was my big chance. I threw on my Subcool shirt and I fucking walked down to the police station just so I could fucking smoke a bunch of blunts right on the police station lawn, just because I could at the time, because that's probably never gonna happen again. You know what I mean? It sounds stupid, but I was all over it just because I got arrested 4 times with this shit. So I was out there like, fuck you.
What'd you smoke?
All that shit. That was like, I don't even remember what the hell I harvested like fucking 3 harvests ago, maybe even 2. I smoked too much weed, man. I remember what Wu-Tang and Mobb Deep and fucking, you know what I mean? Biggie Smalls. I remember what they said 30 years ago, word for word. But I don't remember what the fuck happened last month. It's stupid, right?
I feel the same way, brother. I do. The wasted space and song lyrics.
I got more gigs of song lyrics in my head than probably anything else.
Why do you think that is that?
So
Sorry, it's okay.
lyrics just stick, man. For some reason, lyrics will stick in your head more than anything.
Hmm.
Think it's just the emotions it brings up that ties them together or what?
And the weed and the weed and the music go hand in hand.
You know, the cup of coffee, holy shit. It's been a long fucking week.
I don't know if you guys can see this on the camera or not,
Wow.
but I got these little rabbits outside my back gate that I threw a bunch of grass clippings out over the back fence one night, and they all showed up and macked down on it. So I'm feeding them carrots. These little fuckers every night at 7 o'clock, like clockwork, they show up at my gate just staring at me like, "Hey, fucker, where's the food?"
Get some rabbit stew coming your way.
That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm fattening them up for winter.
How is the new place? You like it?
I mean, I'm not going to complain about my view.
Yeah, I'd rather look at that than like my neighbor. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. And then, I open the gate and I don't know if I can get out there or not without losing service, but let's see. Oh, just scared the shit out of the rabbits. If I go out my back gate, And
Uh-oh, you're gonna lose reception, buddy. Eagle already fell off. You gotta turn around, walk back. Well,
am
there
I
you
cutting
are.
up?
Yeah,
Yeah. So all
Eagle
this
fell
out
off
here,
too. That looks nice though back there. See, I'm in Massachusetts. That looks like I got woods. My brother, when he moved back from Arizona, well, when he
that
came
freeze
back
up
from
again.
Arizona, yeah, you're in and out. You're moving now.
I'm out here fucking walking around in flip flops in rattlesnake country. Not smart.
You ever eat rattlesnake at all? You ever try it?
No,
I see friggin' Mendo Dope eating on it.
I
Must be
figure
good. Little hot sauce on that ass.
rattlesnakes and sharks, man. I figure, oh, that little fucker's gonna walk right up to me.
Yep, this is the Miranda Family Farms takeover now. Eagle fell off. Don't worry, people. I'm holding down the fort. I thought Johnny's was gonna come on. He was on his way back from the store.
I don't know if you guys can see that or not. That little rabbit's like 6 feet from me.
I can't see it.
That's how close I can get.
That wascally wabbit. Oh yeah, I see him. Yep.
I got tried. I got too greedy. I got too greedy and he took off a little bit. But I got, I throw carrots out here and shit. I got water out here for him.
Did you put any plants out there this year or
Not yet. So let me lock up the gate here and I'll kind of show you what's going on. So I got out here basically end of April.
Johnny, you want me to send you
And
the link, Johnny? On your DM.
my soil out here isn't even soil. It's just straight, that's what I got for soil out here. It's trash. It's dirt. So I bought some cover crop seed, threw that out here, and I got the cover crop going, so that I can chop and drop this a few times. And this is like a 30 by 50 area. So that's all cover crop for right now. I'll chop and drop it a couple of times over the winter, add a layer of compost and kind of do the lasagna thing. And then by next, March, April, I'll have some decent starter soil going.
Hell yeah.
So I'm kind of, I took the whole new property, new environment, new temperatures, everything out here is different than my old place. So this is just going to be kind of a learning curve for a year or two. But I figure at least get started and see, A, will anything grow? And B, how well will it grow if it does? So this area is going to be quite nice. Next season, it'll be decent. The season after that, I think I'll start getting around to the okay. And then probably 3 years from now, it'll be good. So we'll see what happens. But it's kind of a cool situation. I got a gate in the backyard that kind of separates everything, the house from so this fence line right here separates the yard into two sections. So I got that whole huge back section, which all of this back here is going to be garden space and Eventually I'll do like a little moat or like a little lazy river type thing around a bunch of it.
Hell yeah.
And I want this whole back end of this property to be something out of Better Homes and Gardens when I go to sell it. So, but got my grass going on finally. Took me 7.5 years at the old place to get grass to grow, and it took a month to get it out here. So I'm good with that.
Hell yeah. They did mosquito aerial spraying the other day over my town, a bunch of the towns. We're like high in the Tripoli and West Nile shit.
Oh
And
yeah.
they claim that the chemical they use is safe for your vegetables and fruits and your pets now, which is weird. But it's not safe for your fish pond. So, but
Oh, fuck.
I fucking forgot to cover my fish pond because I got like a koi pond, and but it didn't seem to affect my fish, which is good. But that's kind of crazy, right? I want to spray and kill all the fish.
Yeah. Well, in a few weeks, if you get like start finding some baby fish with like 3 eyes and shit.
We'll know what happened.
Yeah.
Like, let's
It's crazy
see.
to me that they could just aerial drop all that shit over an entire town.
Did it work? I'm letting Johnny in the back door. I think.
Oh, we didn't want to hear that, man. That's like between you guys. There he is.
No, he's the
Cheers,
same
Johnny.
thing as me. He ain't got no video.
Ah,
Johnny, I got signed out of my Zoom, so I just signed back in on the app on my phone, and then go back onto Eagle's link and then click on it because it wouldn't even let me put the shit in. There's Eags.
That's a trip because mine was just, the only difference I had with mine trying to get in here was it didn't keep the memory of the link number. So I had to pull a rabbit out of my ass and get the link, which thankfully I remembered, but everything else was the same. I mean, like the little home screen when I jumped onto Zoom was a little different, but
I
operational
think
wise, everything else worked just the same.
I think they updated us,
They
kicked
did.
us
It
off.
was completely different the
there's
other
the
day when I came. Cheers, Johnny. How you doing, brother?
what's up, brother. How you doing?
Man,
Johnny, I
Yeah,
was,
I'm trying to get my earbuds to work. I can't seem to do that, so I won't be able to hear you as well. Damn it! I don't know what the heck's wrong with my phone. But what's up, everybody?
What's
not much.
Ah,
Hey, you know how to fix those earbuds, right? You put some water in there.
I was about ready to get my hammer action going on and see if that would work. But don't want to do that. Don't want to break them down completely.
Yeah, I was telling Eagle earlier how you tried to kill me when I was out there.
I didn't do it on purpose, man. It was honest.
Tim? How
Yeah.
many
I
people
tell
you
you what
tried to
though.
kill out there, Johnny? I'm gonna go out there in a month.
Hey, I got a brand new bong to let you smoke on, so that'll.
Remember, you almost rolled over Captain 420 there, whatever.
Yeah, well, that wasn't on purpose either, man. I had one of those new hybrid cars, and if you slightly let off the brake, just a little pressure, that motherfucker will try to go forward. You know, first time I'd
Seth,
driven one of those fancy ass cars. So
Seth, you'll be fine. You just got to check the water level first. You'll be all right.
yeah.
wait a minute, how the heck you been, SoCal?
Ah, good
Eagle,
man, good.
shoot, man.
I
Having
was just kind of showing the garden update as you were coming on,
yeah,
or
I was
lack thereof.
trying to listen to that a little bit, but
Yeah, yeah. New space, new environment. Everything's different. So Got to start from square one.
These that blueberry farm, does it got blueberries already growing on it?
7 acres. Like
How
fucking
many?
7 acres are like 1,500 plants. They're like
Holy shit.
Oh
eight
shit!
inches already. Luckily, we just came through this harvest, which was man, it's actually a fucking beautiful sight to look out, man. Uh, Mid fucking or during harvest there, man, them leaves and all you can see is like a blue shimmer over top, of everything.
Yeah.
And this area is like the blueberry, from what I'm told, the blueberry capital. Most of
Oh
them
nice.
consume come from this area. Before it was blueberries, I was told this used to be known before California. Wow, fucking known for wine and vineyards right through here.
Oh,
And at some point, they changed to fucking blueberries. So everywhere, I mean, literally all around me is blueberries, blueberries. There's some peach farms, more
Should throw a
blue.
couple of fucking grape plants out there then. Bring it back because obviously grows good, right?
Right, right. There's a few vineyards around here. And man, crazy like random wild raspberries fucking everywhere.
oh
But
nice.
What the hell are you gonna do with all the blueberries? Blueberry pancakes, blueberry fucking uh,
I
blueberry
mean,
pie. Like,
get good at making jams, I guess. I don't know, but
you're gonna have to
hope.
Google blueberry
Oh
recipes.
yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty wild, man. And so actually, I'm looking forward. It's funny because everybody was saying to take those plants and put them right into the ground, and I was laggy. I don't know why. I'm still kind of laggy. Uh, about not putting them in the ground. I know it's great soil around here, but my worry is, man, it's we get some wet nights, man. We get wet around here at night already,
Don't be
and
scared. You know what I
I
mean?
am a
Yeah, those
little worried.
breakthroughs ain't gonna hurt.
You see Mendo Dope pulling plants down with fucking 6 inches of ice snow on top. You remember that?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
this shit's
Moisture,
still good.
the moisture is thick right here. I mean, every morning you get up and everything is literally soaked like it just rained. So
Nice.
That's how it is here too. Bog fog and ocean fog.
I'm a little worried about the outdoor. We'll see where it goes. Right now, with them being in pots, I've threatened to be able to drag them indoors during like the final phases. But everybody's like, "Yeah, you're gonna have to do
Don't
it."
do it. Yeah, because that just brings the outdoor problems in. If you any secret bug hidden on it.
Yep.
It wouldn't be into the house. There's actually like there's a like a shipping container right there that I could
Oh
drag them
nice.
up.
Yeah, they're just dragging in and out and keep it on fucking 12 to like you know what I mean, just dragging in at night
Yeah.
or if it's raining out.
Sounds like a lot of work, but it may be worth it seeing how that's all I've got going at the moment. It's the
Well,
outdoor.
do you have um the okay to build like a little greenhouse or something?
I'm sure. I'm sure that's yeah, that's been talked about. For
Oh, there you
sure.
go. That'll solve 80% of your problem with the moisture.
Yeah, well,
For sure. There's definitely been a lot of talk about doing a little bit of cannabis growing in some greenhouses as well as the blueberries.
Oh yeah.
See where they very excited about the next season. Can't get through this phase, but yeah, looking forward to it. I've never thought I'd be on a farm. I can tell you that.
Now,
Flat out. Like,
what's the difference in your weather patterns down south that's up by the lake where you were? Because I
way
know
different.
up there you were fucking freezing your ass off like most of the winter.
Not even, yeah. Well, the winters will be different down here, but the summer's different. Like I'm saying, man. I was talking about that the other night, man. It's weird how, like, you could even think about calling most people the master growers because, man, I've moved in several areas in just this. You know what I mean? And each one of those areas are way different. Genesee County over here, man, it's just always hot. You get up here and you had those beautiful cold nights. Every night it dropped down to fucking 60, 55. You could pull that night air and use it. You didn't even need air conditioning. Get down here and like I'm saying, man, it's fucking humid as fuck, a little bit warmer. As far as like the outdoors, it's way different, with that rain. I mean, literally, there's nights where I can go outside after sunset, hour or two, and things are already fucking wet. Literally wet. You can feel it in the fucking air. And I didn't have that being,
Now, is that the dew point?
huh? Pardon
Is
me?
that
Yeah,
the
it's got to be.
That's the
Yeah.
dew point coming up, right?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'm like up there. I was right on the lake. I mean, I was right on the lake and didn't have that kind of problem. But here, I'm like, I want to say 15 to 20 miles at best from Lake Michigan. So yeah, that kind of moisture coming off that lake that it's way different over here as far as outside weather. In the same state, and again, I'm just talking about a few hundred miles. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And up north, it was weirder yet. Because when I was, up in this area, you just went up here a little bit, you were in a total different snow band. Whatever I got, them guys got plus 10 inches during a snowfall. Just below that, they'd get maybe 5 inches less than us. And then that little bit of fucking sway always blew my mind as far as like weather patterns and shit like that. But yeah, it's weird how you can just move a little ways and your whole fucking shit be flip flopped.
Yeah. I moved 45 minutes east of where I was, and everything out here is different. Everything. So, a few hundred miles. I don't care what state you're in. A few hundred miles doesn't sound like a lot these days, but Jesus, climate wise and all that, it's a hell of a change.
What I'm doing right now, loading up the herbs now. Can't stop, won't. I actually got my perpetual down so I can harvest every day. And I took a week off, and now I'm all behind.
Grower problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. I was like, what's worse than having this fucking problem than having nothing to harvest? That's bad.
Not having anything to
Yeah.
put in the herbs now. Yes.
Yeah.
But these machines, they're built rugged and raw. You know what I mean? These things fucking bit. I had my machine kicking for like once it shut off, turn it right back on for like 6 months straight at one point.
Dang.
It's pretty. Now I rotate them. I got 3, so I don't want to burn them out. But they don't seem to burn out. That's the cool thing.
Nice.
Yeah, they're solid machines, man. I really love mine. Yeah.
I love mine too. I was just getting in to be able to use mine. I just pulled it out up north. And it's back in store. Just catch up with Chad.
Oh, I feel left out now. I haven't got one yet.
Oh man, you're slacking, son. Damn.
Yep. Wow. I mean, I haven't been able to do anything the last 2 seasons, so
No need for one, right?
no need for one.
Not yet.
Yeah. Yeah. And, the sad thing is I'm just getting down to the point where I'm about to run out. And I didn't do a harvest last season, so
Uh-oh. Damn, make a
that's
harvest last 2 years? That's crazy.
yeah. Yeah.
That's
Thank
good
you.
though.
Hey, I appreciate that. That That was part of your doing as well, Seth.
Yay.
That came from the cardboard socks.
Right on.
Cardboard socks. Shout out to my fucking my stepson. This motherfucker wouldn't take his socks off. They would literally compost off of his feet. Hence the word cardboard socks.
Yeah, that's some gnarly
Nice.
shit right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
How you gonna have socks fucking literally rot off your feet? You wore them so bad. Like that's nasty shit.
That's
Yeah.
gross.
Pretty bad.
Well, thankfully,
I've smelled some few people's feet that smelled like they should have rotted off somebody's fucking feet.
My brother had a set of those.
I'm glad I grew out of that. My high school years, man, my feet were like that, man. You'd go to somebody's house and then be like, take off your shoes, and then they'd be like, no.
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 And Vans were always the worst for that. You get a new pair of Vans, man, that shit fucking your feet reek for 2-3 months after buying that pair.
Wild.
Pretty bad too. That's no joke. That's no joke either. They were that bad. They were that bad. That's how I know about that's kind of why I talk about like the gym bag effect with the cure, all the terpenes mixed together. A pair of those old socks would just ruin everything in my gym bag.
Thankfully, the cardboard socks did not really smell or taste like actual cardboard socks. So
Thank God Maureen's
but it
mustache
wasn't,
didn't smell or taste like hers mustache either, right?
His mustache was that was a nice one there. Enjoyed her.
I'm looking forward to the Sherman's pants outside.
That I really like that strain. Did you grow Shane's potion yet? 'Cause it's got the sweet tea in it, and it's seems to be a one of the favorites. It's a heavy producer, and it makes a lot of like a ridiculous amount of like vibrant red hairs coming out of it.
Oh, nice.
She's a hairy one. 1970s.
70s girl. I love them 70s girls.
I'm actually kind of half-assed thinking about throwing something out here in the next couple of days just to see what'll happen. I know it's already way too late. We're damn near into September, so complete wrong time to start something. But
I grew shit like it was deadlights, and I grew it. It came down like a couple weeks before Christmas, which is like super late over here. And I built like a half-ass like hoop house thing over it, but it came out airy just because it was so cold and shit. But the deadlights to me, every pheno that I found on that had like that floral type of taste, which isn't really my style.
Yeah, I liked more of that like earthy, piney,
Nah, that's how, man. When people like earthy, all that means is that's just dirt weed, son. You know what I mean?
It does remind me of that though. When I think of earthy, I think of like the old brown weed, like sticky kind of like
yeah, we got a town over here, Brockton. We call it Brockton Brown. It's actually somehow still around. It's amazing.
There's actually
Where does it come from?
Fucking stain, that zope that goes around here in Michigan. That reminds me of like that old, I talk about that. It reminds me of that. It has that earthy, and it has the same like, and I can't help but wonder if it just isn't in that terpene profile, but it has that same like creeper. Does the creeper high come with just like an earthy terpene profile?
Earthy and nutty. When someone starts
think
off with that earthy and nutty, I'm like, oh, bruh. Not from me.
Not for you. That's
I know you're searching for that pine eagle, and I actually don't like the pine either. And I found some pretty fucking piney ass shit that you would definitely have loved, but I just let it go because I thought it was gross. I don't know if you accept cuts, but if I
yeah,
find something super piney again, I'll keep you in mind.
excellent. I'd appreciate that. And teach their own on that pine. I like, one of the things I like the high, the way it makes me feel. But one of the best things I like about the pine is it opens up my lungs, and that comes with like a good gassy strain, and that like gets in there and makes you cough, but it's a good cough. You know what I mean? It's not like a
Yeah.
bad weed cough. It's like you've tested your limits on that strain. That's what I like about the pine. It always just opens everything up.
Yeah, I got
You know, I
some. I grew up one that was called Pandalorian. I picked that one up at the MJ BizCon, and that one there, it turned out to be really nice. It actually has a really danky kind of a pine uh, taste to it with a bit of yeah, I can't even tell you what the other part is, but it's got some other kind of a niceness to it. And the part I'm liking about it is it cured for about 2 months in my jar, and I popped that sucker open, and it was way different than when I put it in there. It changed the whole personality, the high, and everything got better.
Dr. Levy alone just said he had a plant that smelled like fresh paint. That's kind of what the chocolate truffles. It smells like a fresh paint or in like a mix of a Play-Doh, and it tastes like it smells too. And it's oddly good with that weird taste to it.
Nice.
Man, I'm really bummed out that well, I'm bummed out you guys ain't gonna be able to make this weekend. This will be like and it came so fast. The whole idea, I gotta, that Smiley and Rez, we were at the event, Kyle, last weekend, and they were talking. They're like, "So you ready to do, first weed nerd something?" And but man, you guys have been here since the beginning. It really, man, and it's like it came together in a week. The only thing I wish about this was it could have been, thought of. It would have been more planned. Let's say that. So everybody may have been the opportunity to possibly come, but
Wait, I missed it. What do you got going on?
this weekend here, if you're in the area, is like a camp. It's open to the weed nerds if they want to come hang out and
Oh, nice.
It's the fucking camp of dank.
smoke some weed and hang out around the campfire and maybe play some volleyball, badminton.
Modern's bringing the dogs for everybody.
He's actually fucking going on a cruise. He's gonna be on a cruise.
Oh
Modern,
shit!
but there's gonna be a few other weed nerds, a bunch of other weed nerds here anyway for a decent start to the first event, which was
Sorry, people. No hot dogs this time.
No hot dogs.
No hot
Man.
dogs. Bring your own hot dogs now.
Yeah. Howard does roll with a cooler full of hot dogs, though. That's not a lot.
Well, now you got the spot though. Now you can actually, use this
Right, you
one
could be
to feel
serving blueberries, right?
Yeah.
Just big
Blueberry?
giant bowls of blueberries for everybody.
Next year, maybe, man. You never know what time holds.
Oh shit! I can see a blueberry pie eating contest. I can see infused pies and everything.
Stand by me, old style. Isn't that where they had the blueberry eating contest, right?
So if you
Fresh
do it right
baked apple
next year,
pie.
you can do do it upright. Next year, you just do the blueberry and bong hit cup.
Yeah.
There you go. It's definitely enough room here to have some people together. And seemingly, how odd is this? Happened to move. There's actually another farm, which I don't believe is a blueberry farm, but they hold cannabis events like a mile away.
Oh,
And,
that's
Oh,
sick.
nice.
and like they've had a few events, like the one night, man, the whole weekend, literally until like 4 in the morning, a mile away, I could hear music in the backyard, like I was in the parking lot at the festival.
That's perfect. You can bring the infused pies.
Right?
So, yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. That's what
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
saying.
Hey, I gotta hop off here, guys, but it was nice talking to you. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Right.
Hell yeah.
Yes, Ben. Thank you. Thanks
Hopefully,
for
any
calling.
of you weed nerds in the area, September 21st, Boston Freedom Rally, Boston Commons. Check it out. Peace and love, weed nerds. Miranda Philly
Right on,
Farms.
Seth.
Out.
It is it.
Peace.
Yes, SoCal. So how's things going out there, man? Everything's coming together. Everything's going the way you need it to, or what?
Yeah, slowly but surely,
Yeah.
slowly but surely. I got my cover crop garden going right now to start, working my soil for next year and the years after. So we'll see how that works out. But so far, question one has been answered, and that is, will shit even grow here? So I know it's possible to, get shit growing out here. So
Yeah.
that's
So is
step
this going to be
one of
your
many.
place that you're going to
What's that?
stay at? Is this going to be the place that you stay at?
Um, it depends. It depends.
Or will you venture? Like, I remember you saying something before
Well,
that you were about moving to another place or something like that. Sorry about that. I dropped my phone.
no, we bought this place in April, and as of right now, um, unless some stellar opportunity pops up, we are planning on basically doing this place up um, to increase the value as much as we can,
Right.
so that when the wife retires, we sell this place, get the fuck out of California,
Yeah,
and
that's
go.
that's good. That's the one I was talking about. That one.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
where we're at now. We're at,
Okay.
yeah, that's where we are now. So
Way cool. So you're making motions towards the ocean. That's awesome.
we're making motions away from the ocean, but yeah,
Well, yeah.
yeah. Um, yeah. So I have a plan. Like I was saying earlier, before you got here, is that the way the yard's done up right now is it's separated into two sections. So I got like a little, I think it's like 35 feet from like the back door to my first fence. And it's just like a 4 foot chain link fence. But that chain link fence separates off the rest of the property. So I got another 100 and something yards behind that to, the back end of the property, which I'm going to
Right.
take that back end of the property and I want to turn that into basically something out of like Better Homes and Gardens,
Okay.
so that when I do go to sell this place, you come up into the neighborhood and you're like, yeah, okay, it's a cool old neighborhood, but you walk through the back door and it's kind of like a scene out of that movie. Was it like Naked Gun or whatever, where you walk into the dude's trailer and it's the fucking Taj Mahal in the back.
Right.
So I'm kind of going for that effect out here. But yeah, that's the plan. Kind of get this shit, on point, and then once she retires, we sell this. Um, we'll be paid off in 10 years anyway. So um sell this, take all that money, and go buy a compound in another state.
Yep. That's the idea I remember.
Yeah. So that ball is in motion.
That's nice. That's excellent. Yeah,
Yeah. So
my motion has gotten a lot slower lately. I have not been able to drive my car for the last 4 months. And so I had my shoulder operation on my left side, and it went good. Everything went good, but therapy and everything is kind of slow.
Yes.
I had 3 muscles that were literally ripped off of my shit, and it had to be reattached. And then after that was reattached, now I've got to retrain all those muscles on how to do what they're supposed to do.
You're
You know,
preaching to the choir on that one there, boy.
yeah. So it's kind of been brutal. I actually got a caregiver that comes in to help me go get food and drive me around to
Oh,
places and shit like that, which is kind of fucked up because I feel like a hermit now. You know,
Is it
right.
your left side? Are you left-handed?
no, it's my left side. I'm not left-handed, but um, I have a stick shift,
Oh,
so I can't function the wheel
Oh,
shift, and not to mention my sciatic goes nuts on my left side, so I can't even actuate the clutch half the time.
got to
I
learn to
was
drive with
not.
your knees.
What's that?
I said you got to learn how to drive with your knees.
Well, yeah, that would be good too, but when my sciatic goes crazy, I've only got one leg and one arm really that works. So the right side is the only thing that's working. I'd be doing some dancing on those foot pedals as far as the clutch goes,
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you know.
Johnny's
So
heading for that old. You're heading for the paddle shifter.
yeah, I'm actually thinking about putting my van back into action and parking this one for a minute. That way I would have an automatic, be
Yeah,
able to drive around, no problems.
I'm
I just
looking for a new. I'm looking for a truck right now with a stick in it, so that I don't have to worry about it getting stolen.
right. That makes sense, man. A lot of people don't know how to drive a stick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
badly.
actually, I went to a Dodge dealership last week, and I was talking to the guy, and I was like, "Look, this is what I want," and he goes, "Dude, I hate to tell you that, but we don't offer our truck in a stick shift."
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can special order it, but you're paying like 8 to 10 grand more.
really?
Yeah,
That's fucking stupid.
yeah, it's not even worth it.
That's real stupid.
Stick trips are fun to drive though. The control you have, they're not
Yep.
good to eat. You can't drink. It's hard to like eat. You don't eat and drive when you got a
No,
stick.
no, it's not. It's not conducive
Hmm.
for doing extra stuff.
Yeah,
It's a full-time job driving a stick shift.
yeah,
It does give you that race car feel though. You know what
Yeah,
I
it
right.
does.
mean? Like you're
Well,
in
I
a
tell you what,
car.
man, I like mine. It's got a really badass little muffler system on it. So when I'm cutting through the fucking tunnels, man, it sounds like a race car, you know.
Nice.
And
Yeah.
when the Indy race was going on out here in Vegas, I got to go down the strip, the part that was real smooth and nice, and I drove on that sucker, and I was blazing and going real fast and getting the muffler going, and I felt like I was on a racetrack, you know, just for
Very
that
nice. Well,
split 20-minute second section there.
Johnny, out in your neck of the woods there, if you go down the strip and you keep going, I guess it's what, east, west, southwest, whatever, down towards like St. Rose.
Yeah.
You go a couple of miles past St. Rose on that same strip road, and there's some racing that goes on out there.
Oh yeah, I don't want to do that. I want my car to keep going. I don't want to try to fuck it up. I like the sounds. I like the way it looks. But as far as racing people, nah, I'm not into that. No pink slip racing here. I'm not like you, brother. You do some racing there.
Yes. Yes,
You
sir.
do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I
Yeah.
actually had an invite to go up to the thing tomorrow night
That's a
out in your
nice.
neck of the woods. But
A buddy of
I
mine took me for a ride in his little Subaru that he had set up, and well, he had a turbo on it, and we left this one place that we were at, and on the way back, he took me for a 140-mile-an-hour jaunt down the freeway.
nice.
Yeah, I don't. It was. It'd be nice if there wasn't any cars on the road when he did that, but there was. So it was a little bit of a nail biter for me because I got too many. Humpty Dumpty's got too many cracks to be playing around like that. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't do that shit on the freeway. We do it, like I said, down, where Sloan is down there beyond St. Rose.
Yeah.
Yeah, down in that kind of area where there's, there's two cars on the road at the same time and they're going head to head. So
Right. Yeah.
none of this freeway bullshit.
Yeah. That's crazy stuff there.
Yeah.
It didn't make me feel too good.
Right.
When I got home, I looked at him and I said, "Dude, don't ever do that shit with me in the car again." And it wasn't more than a month later, he wiped his car out.
Well, that's what happens when you're on the freeway doing that shit.
Exactly. Thank God it didn't happen while I was playing in the car with him. So can't. It wouldn't be nice to be sitting in a car next to somebody and be bouncing around on the freeway.
I hear it can be terrible to ride with me. I
You
can, yeah, multitask. Oh yeah, not just you. See, you talk about oh Lord, I heard you mention the knees there to Johnny, and I kind of smiled because I literally these days I shout out. I don't do that little shout out thing very often, but to Yellowbird hot sauce, habanero hot sauce, love that shit, man. I literally carry a bottle in my truck, in the door, in the little fucking.
Yeah.
This is right in the pocket of my door. There's a 4-ounce bottle of fucking Yellowbird habanero sauce. And I put that shit on anything. I pull into fucking Arby's chicken sandwich. So I stop, get chicken fingers, and then I'm literally driving, fucking holding the wheel with my fucking elbows while I'm
Oh
fucking
shit.
a drop of hot sauce on every bite.
Sauce dripping down his face,
Nice.
all over his lap, and yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's
So
not
that's
sick.
the sauce drawer, that is, or the sauce shelf.
Yeah. No, I like both. Both are good. Hard shell, soft shell.
Yeah,
Well,
apparently my driving is not wife approved. So now anytime we go anywhere, the nearest grocery store to me is an hour and 20 minutes away. So, it's usually just like normally, you go somewhere and the man drives and, she navigates. Well, I'm not even allowed to drive now because apparently my driving's a little sketchy as well.
Uh-oh. Are you
Well,
are you more
are you a
speed
wanderer?
racer? Are you more
Lean,
speed racer
lean.
or racer X?
no, I'm what you would call an offensive driver.
Hmm.
So, I'm also the one that um like to get anywhere out here, we got to go up over the mountain. So going down the mountain, windy ass road, speed limit drops down to 55. Well, I have learned that 75 and 80 is about the ideal speed for that road. And
Oh,
she just
really?
don't like that.
Wow.
Do you
Hmm.
claim it's
Yeah.
not my fault we're going downhill every time?
Well, no, I tell her, the faster I go, the better I can dive into the corners.
The better you can what?
because I'll hit the fast lane, and you'll have a left-hand corner, so I'll fucking come into the slow lane and roll back in, fucking IndyCar style, you know, enter the corner high and out of it low. She don't like that.
Wow. It's interesting.
But then I get down to the bottom of the mountain, and it's just straight, flat, no turns, no nothing. So, 110, 115 is cruise control. And she is not cool with that.
That's pretty fast. That is
Yeah.
pretty. Cruise at 150.
Yeah, 110 to 115 is about where I set the cruise control.
What kind of vehicle? That's important.
Jeep Cherokee.
Nice. Some vehicles, like my old truck there, that Dodge, you could go, and I never like 115, that's for sure, but you could be doing 80, 90, and think you were doing 55 all day long. Some vehicles can just handle that. I mean, that's what I'm getting at. So,
Yeah.
can you even tell you're fucking flying that fast in the Cherokee, or is it
No,
terrible?
that thing actually starts to settle in and get, become one with the road at about 90.
No.
So you're doing 100 miles an hour, and you feel like you said, you feel like you're doing 55.
Them little cars are, I had a few years back, I was, from time to time driving one of those electric cars. Them things, man, like I've hit 105 in a little electric car, and was like, what you're saying, there's no sense in slowing down. This fucker feels perfect. This thing handles just fine.
Yeah. Well, and like my truck, for some stupid reason, well, I know exactly why, but my truck, under 70, it feels like you're on a fucking washboard road everywhere you go. But once you get over 70, it's just, that thing just loves it.
That's when it starts purring.
What was that, Johnny, you were cutting out?
Uh-oh, I said that's when it starts purring.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that truck doesn't really wake up until 115, 120.
These fucking new vehicles are crazy. Newer vehicles, and how well they handle and shit. These new vehicles are very well designed.
Yeah,
Sure.
they are. They are, but you got to have a fucking goddamn IT degree to do anything on them nowadays.
That's the bummer. That is a bummer.
Like so that Cherokee that we got, it's the 2020 Cherokee Trailhawk. You can't change the transmission fluid in it. It's a dealer service deal. I can't go to Midas and have them change my tranny fluid. I got to go to a goddamn Chrysler dealership.
No shit. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, which sucks. If anybody's ever taken their vehicle to a dealership, an oil change is a 2-day process. Drop it off on Monday. They'll call you sometime Wednesday to come pick it up.
Yeah, no such thing as customer service anymore. You should be able to get that done in a day.
Right.
You used to be able to get it done in 30 minutes or so.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can still go to the older cars. I don't know about the newer, but the older cars, you can still go to Jiffy Lube and you sit in the driver's seat, listen to the radio while they do that shit. In and out of there in 20 minutes.
I will not. Yeah. Most places try to find reasons not to work on your shit anymore.
Or tell you something else is wrong. Yeah.
I've had tire places go, Yeah, you're missing a lug. I can't change your tire.
Huh.
Yeah, I know. Change it and put one on. Oh, we don't have one. Well, so you can't change the tire at all, and I can drive down the street and go get another lug? No.
Wow.
They won't install aftermarket tires at a lot of places too, or aftermarket tires on. Or what am I trying to say? Wheels on
Yeah.
aftermarket wheels, or tires on aftermarket wheels. Holy shit, that took a while.
Yeah.
What up, hardcore? How you doing? How you been?
I'm doing okay. I just broke my phone, but I'm not too worried about it.
So Gorkowski.
Is on? I ain't got no video for you and Johnny. Could you just be my shitty internet service, or do you
Nope,
guys?
I'll turn mine on in a second here. I was just putting new batteries in my flat.
I'm just checking because literally I'm right there on internet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, mine's spotty. So I'm gonna show you my storage unit right now, real quick. And so I don't know. It's what my internet gets spotty, and sometimes my signal gets bad. So
Nice. Well, gentlemen,
that's why they
unfortunately, my
fall off.
battery just told me it's at 4%, so I got to jump out of here and go charge the phone. But it was great being here, Johnny. Fuck off,
Yeah, right
hardcore.
on, buddy.
Fuck off, Eagle.
Appreciate
Fuck you
that.
for having us. Chat. Fuck you for being here, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why,
Get you some
why'd
fun.
that have to feel like a hug? Why'd that fuck off had to feel like a hug?
That's right. That's right. You know, I I was over at a bar the other day. I got driven over there and enjoyed a beer. And while I was over there was a lady and one of the bartenders, and she was having one of those days where it was almost like she was having a fuck you kind of day. You know what I'm saying? She was telling everybody to fuck off, and it was funny. I think I'm gonna have to make that lady a shirt. Fuck you shirt, you know?
Ask me about my day.
You're right. Go ahead. I dare you. Ask me about my day. Yeah.
Those cases that can be broke with some good eye contact, and how is your day? You know what I mean? Sometimes it snaps them out of that cycle, kind of breaks it a little bit.
Hmm.
I've seen it firsthand many times, especially in tellers. You know what I mean? In grocery stores, gas stations, or what? Just right days. People they're too used to people coming in and just not giving a shit. So if you take that time to, hey, I give a shit if your day's shitty or not. You know what I mean? It kind of will helps break that cycle sometimes. Oh, I feel for you.
Yeah, I'm going to a trade show this week, or a flea market this weekend, and I've got some sorting out to do because I went to one. I went to one like a few weeks ago, and it was at a really cool venue that had. It's a shooting range, but they didn't do nearly the advertising that they should have, and like the picture they showed in their Facebook page, and it was when the thing was full and there was like 1,000 people there. So that was like the image I had in my head of going to the place, and I barely made my fucking like my rent because they charge you to get a spot. I barely even paid to cover the fucking thing. Kind of sucked. But I ended up throwing everything. It's all jumbled up in all these totes. There's a couple things I got to take out to ship to people right now and shit. But these are all just full of pottery and fucking glass and shit. Got a little sauna in here.
You selling it or what? What are you doing?
Yeah, selling it, most of it. Well, my
All
favorite
right.
stuff I'll just put, like, I don't put prices on them. I just kind of haggle with whoever the buyer is. And like my favorite things, like I'll just put a high price on them, but everything's got a price, I think. I got a whole bunch of steel wheels too that I can't bring myself to bring to the fucking junkyard. But I guess this one right here has got to be. It's like I don't know, over $100 on it. Okay, but I probably got a room that fits it. Bunch of fucking old rusty shit. Right now I'm filling my truck up with. I got a bunch of these logging sleighs, and I got an old wagon too, like an old horse-drawn one. But I think I might have to take this fucking thing apart. I'm trying to Tetris it in here, but I just can't seem to get it in there in any way that fucking works. Because it's heavier than a bitch. But yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
And
we're
take all
finding
these totes and
we're not in triple digits all the time over here in the desert.
Didn't realize I was muted. Yeah. I see in chat they're talking about racetracks. There's also a racetrack, a big fucking racetrack, not so far from here that you can hear like every Sunday. And it's not like it's not like the oval track race. That's thank you, Drew. It's like their mile. It's like 3 miles or something like that. It's almost more like indie type lap where you can even I think and it some days you can even take your car and just here's whatever they charge. I want to take my car and drive it as fast as I can down your track.
there's a couple
Good stuff. Yeah.
a couple of relatively big ones down here. Like they do stock or the drag races and shit in Brainerd, Minnesota. Oh, the International Speedway.
That's one of those things I thought was, NASCAR's huge, and when my dad raced cars, you know what I mean? But when I kind of grew up, as I grew up, I didn't hear a lot of, about like racing. I thought it was almost like a dying thing a little bit. But here in Michigan, I've seen a lot of fucking small tracks, big tracks, race tracks. I mean, if anything, I'd say that's one of the things that's making like a small comeback here in Michigan is like car racing. Surprisingly.
You ever seen a combine demolition derby?
No,
I've never seen it,
that
but
would be cool.
We had one at the county here a couple years back, and the only exciting ones were the light duty class or something like that. Or that's these little like 4-rower ones. I don't pretty sure they didn't have the heads on. Like they took the heads off and were just smashing them. But like when after like the first couple of passes, because there's only I think maybe two guys, or there might have been 4 of them in the first round, or like the lightweight guys, because they could actually get up and move. But like after that, it was just kind of sucked to watch because they're all just so slow trying to get up, and like everything was anticlimactic because they didn't really do any damage. I don't know. Still something though. Have you seen where they do boat races where they tie a boat to the back of a truck,
No,
or
I ain't
reverse
seen that.
trailer races?
No.
I've seen like some boat races when we were a kid. They used to have like flat bottom, not like cigarette boat races. These things were maybe 20 feet and they'd have big old fucking car engines fucking stacked in the back and they'd go like 100. But it was only like a half mile, if that, little short, straight races. And I'd seen one of them fuckers flip one year. Hit just a cardboard cup floating in the water. Flip that thing. It was pretty wild.
Wow.
How's your season been, Ryan?
Oh, pitiful! I didn't even. I don't even want to fucking admit that I'm growing right now. I just got like I don't know, fucking like right now. I throw them outside. Or, like this is my little gorilla bag. my camouflage bag that I stacked full of seedlings. But these ones, this trip never made it out to the woods yet. I might even just do it tonight for just and giggles, but nothing else. It's more of a pheno hunt than anything. I'll find what I like and keep it. But I mean, I've got like quite a bit of them out in the woods, but they're just tiny. Like I'll be happy to get an ounce a piece off of it if I get that. But that's all I need to fucking make an assessment.
All right.
Just
What's
narrow it
been
down a little
the
bit.
tough thing about this year? Has it been the weather? I mean, what about, the season that's been extra tough?
Well, the weather hasn't been too bad here. It's been a really good year for growing. I didn't have a thing. I didn't have a place to do it at the beginning of the year, and I didn't put as much effort into it as I probably could have, or into the, I started them late, and every excuse I can give you, I'll be throwing at you. But as far as I'm just basically dry farming the ones that I fucking put out in the woods. Like I haven't even been 2 weeks since I've even checked on them. Got to make sure none of them are or I got all the males. It's on land where I don't want, it's fucking, I don't want to go and make a trail or anything or be seen out there a whole bunch of times and shit. So
Yeah, my area here, all of the grow shops have closed down. So
Right.
I'm in a nutrient desert now. Not only do I live in a desert, but I'm in a nutrient desert. So if
Welcome
I
to
want to get,
recreation.
yeah, if I want to get anything, man, I got to order it online.
That's what recreation does, though. Legal weed does, man. It kills like the grow experience. People throw in the towel, and your grow store's fucking fold up shop. I was in the
Yeah.
same boat. Good luck. I mean, moving down here, I don't even know where one's at. I'm willing to bet there isn't one. When I lived up north, you talk about, fuck it. Let's talk, right? All right. Fuck, when I lived up north, you guys know who the Huntington Group is? Huntington Group.
I think I've heard of that.
Huntington Group is like a huge investment firm, which is like part of like Miracle Grow Money. All right.
Okay, yeah. Yep.
And they also own like Fox Farm, and they bought into Light Company as well. And I'll tell you a little story, but I'll leave the names out of it. so, uh, so yeah, they're like a huge player in legal cannabis now. They were the same ones that sold you the dirt, the fucking lights, own the grow stores. Legal money or legal cannabis came in. Nobody wanted to fucking deal with it anymore. Most grow shops sold out.
To them, right?
Yeah, to them. And then you know what happened? They just purposely shut down first because they were opening up dispos in your town, and they no longer wanted to support, the local grower because they're competition. I've
So that
seen,
was that was their way
I
of,
know a fact, and it's better now. I don't live there, but I've seen in said town. Uh I had when I was selling seeds. Gentleman from the said group came from Ohio to Michigan, looked me up, and wanted to buy TGA stock to get his grow going. Same dude that also bought the local grow store, moved it to an inoperable location, for inconvenient location, I should say, and then had the business hours till 5, Monday through Friday.
wow.
I'm like, most fucking growers that are doing this are fucking 9 to 5ers, working people, and you've making it almost impossible for the average working guy to get here and fucking get anything at these hours, which was bullshit. And I also
Wow.
see said guy fucking say horrible voice to people come in, whatever, and then actually closed that purposefully, moved across from the main strip, set up the grocery store, and again had horrible hours, and then turned around, shut the grocery store down, opened up a dispo right there. After telling almost every grower in town, including myself, that he wanted to talk with them about the head grow at the whatever. But yeah, that fucking Hawthorne's, the legal cannabis market, all those people once it's legal, they don't want the pick and shovel days are over. They don't want the pick and shovels anymore. They fucking close up that shop. They try to fucking bid. They're big business. It's box business for them guys. They've got money to fucking run you out of town. And that's what happens state for state. That's what's happening here in Michigan in the last few years. They fucking flood the market, make it all, and they purposeful. Well, undercutting business is dirty. Look at the story of Mr. Walmart. You know what I mean? Sam, what is his name? That started
Sam
Walton. Real
Walton.
name Walton.
Sam
Is it Walmart?
Walton.
His last name? Walton. Thank you.
Sam
That guy
Walton.
purposeful
I met him.
undercut all his competitors. On purpose. You know what I mean? And that's what they'll do. A lot of the big box stores, where you watch Home Depot do it, you watch Rite Aid do it. They come in, undercut everybody, and then they go out of business. They don't, it's not. And that's what they've done here is they've come into the cannabis market. They have to fall back on because they know if they provide the market with nothing but cheap cannabis, it's going to make all the other growers, all the medical growers, and all the patients, whatever, you're going to go, well, it's just easier to go mine cannabis.
And that's what everybody is telling me around here, but I can't see myself buying that shit.
Well,
I went to the store. I went to the best place. It's called Hardeen's here in Las Vegas, and it's supposed to be the best place to get cannabis. I went in there and I asked them for the top shelf stuff. They brought it to me, and it didn't look that good. And I said, "Well, do you got another shelf? Do you got like a, organic shelf type?" And he goes, "Oh, well, yeah, we got one of those too." And I said, "Well, bring that to me. Let me see it." So he brings out it was about just about an eighth. And after taxes and everything, it was $80. And I looked at him and I said, I'd like to buy this and take it home because it kind of looks like my stuff. I said, but I got enough at home that I don't need to buy this shit.
Well, it takes people throwing in the towel is disheartening. And the whole medical side of things gets lost. Nobody would talks about the medical anymore. There's no
Absolutely.
more, all that gone. And my part of buying is for most of us, and this is the huge message, is it could be with these guys, could be Slash, and I'm unfortunately smoking some rec weed right now. Sad, I know. And this is part of my argument. I know I've talked to these fuckers lately, and it's just disheartening. It's disheartening.
Well, shit.
This right here,
even Grow
is
Boss
heartless.
left. Even Grow Boss closed his store down.
But the cannabis you produce is going to be better because it's going to suit you. You've chosen. You've actually chosen something that works well for you, and it's going to. And then part of that process is, as we've all known, the growing process, which is huge. The just being in there with your plants and that part of cannabis is, I think,
the most
one of the
therapeutic.
healing parts of it.
Yeah. It's the healing qualities of it. And it's funny, because when I go to I have a lot of doctor appointments. I have a lot of people asking me questions about, do you do recreational drugs? And I look at them and I said, I don't do any drugs. What are you talking about? Because I don't consider what I have a drug. I consider it my medicine. And when they say, do you take pharmaceuticals? I say, no.
Nope.
So it's like, I took, for my neck operation, I think I took pain pills for like 3 weeks. For my back operation, I took pain pills for a month. After that, I was off of it. So it's unnecessary. I got my breathing exercises at the end of my bong, takes care of the pain. Mind over matter, pretty much.
That's huge. Right?
And this last one that I had, my shoulder operation, here just recently, I had to go to the emergency room because something popped out of place,
Oh, geez.
in my shoulder. And so I was in the emergency room, and these fucking people, I told them my left arm's in a whole lot of pain. And what do? They think I'm a cardiac arrest patient. So I'm surprised they didn't take the defibrillator and shock my fucking ass,
I can see that. Yeah, I can see that.
Man, they took me into the back room, started drawing blood. And this lady goes like this, and I'm looking at her like, what the fuck did you just do? Because she hurt the hell out of my arm. And I go, what did you just do? And she goes, well, I'm drawing blood here. And she goes, don't look this way. Don't look this way. And I'm going, why can't I look that way? And I started to look, and she had blood all over her, all over the fucking floor. I mean, there was a pint of blood on the ground. And that came out of my arm. Yeah, that came out of my arm. Now my arm's all bruised up, and I got a huge bump where she went in.
Obviously.
From doing an IV, yes. These people in the hospital, man, they have no idea what they're doing half the time. I mean, that's what it seems like to me.
Did some of the reattachment pop off, or did you just come out of the socket?
I have no idea what happened. But just the other night and this happened not last Tuesday, but the Tuesday before. And that's when I went to the emergency. And this last, I would say about 2 nights ago, I had a real loud pop in the middle of my sleep, woke me up. It hurt like a motherfucker. And everything's kind of back in place again.
Man, that's a tough. That
I tell you, yeah.
Shoulder sleep. It's just like no sleep with shoulder. That shoulder shit, right?
Yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, as far as that goes, is
chair sleeping. You chair sleeping?
No.
Sitting back in the recliner.
No, man, I just sleep on my back or my right side,
I've never been able to be on my back. It's one of the worst.
My grandpa
I've never been able to sleep on my stomach, man. That's one thing that I feel like I'm gonna suffocate or something.
I'm a side sleeper right under, which is terrible for the shoulder.
Yeah.
But does he have to flip you over after he's done then, or what?
What's that?
Sorry, that was a lame attempt at a gay joke.
Okay. I didn't get it.
Never mind. It didn't work anyways because I don't know. I'm bugged out.
So did you come loose in this one? Did you come loose in the back there, Johnny? When on your shoulder, is that where it came loose and they had to reattach?
No, it was more on the top. You got 4 muscles that actuate your shoulder and your arm, and 3 of those were ripped.
Yeah, I've been there.
And that was from the fall that I had, and it just fucking compression ripped them.
You ripped them all.
You.
Yeah.
How'd you do yours, hardcore?
No, I'm just saying I'm ripped in general as a big guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because mine wasn't like that. When I fucked up my shoulder, the right one here, I kind of pushed myself up, and it had popped loose over here, the tendon that runs over to that. And I just fucking worked on it, and because your body's an amazing thing, uh, the other ones that you're talking about compensated for the injury, and I worked on it for almost to a year to the point where I before my surgery, I couldn't I couldn't work but no more than 3-4 hours at tops a day. And at the end of the day, I had to like literally pick it up and set it on the desk, and which was like crazy pain. And by the time
Yeah.
they got in there, which the advice for everybody, don't watch any fucking videos on any of your procedures before your all you're gonna do is scare your shit into, terrified. You don't want to be terrified before any fucking surgery. And that's what I did. I looked it up and I was like terrified before the surgery. But they went in and they were like, holy fuck. When I came back, they have got little hooks for where they reattach those muscles on the backside. They had to reattach those muscles to the backside of the shoulder blade back there, not up here, but back there.
Mhm.
And long fucking recovery, long shitty recovery. So
It's been a longer recovery for my shoulder than it was for my neck and my back.
I can believe that. And physical therapy. You're not even talking recovery. There's the recovery, and then there's physical therapy after that. And if you've never had a shoulder surgery, I highly suggest you listen to that rehabilitation person.
Oh
Sometime.
man, the people that are trying to help you in physical therapy, man, they are there to help you. And I found out, I think, you see now, I was working with 2-pound weights for my arms and my shoulders to rebuild the muscles. And I stepped it up to 3 pounds, and I think I might have hurt myself doing that.
So easy. And then you step yourself back.
Yeah, and that's kind of what the doctor was telling me when I went in there. He said, "So you didn't fall, you didn't nothing like that?" And I said, "No, not at all. Nothing happened." I said, I just woke up one morning and it was just crazy like this, you know?" And he goes, "Oh, okay." So he talked about my therapy and everything, and I said, "Well, I just got done stepping it up just a little bit." And he goes, "Was that the therapist's recommendation?" And I said, "No." And he goes, "Oh, okay. So you're a therapist now," he says. And I kind of giggled a little and I said, "No." And he goes, "Well, don't be thinking that you can just muscle through this, you stupid son." He said, "You can't muscle through this. You've got to do it slow and methodical." So I think I might have I just overdid it with 1 extra pound, for crying out loud. You know what I'm saying?
It can be. And yeah, so follow that advice. Don't go over your weight limits. I agree with
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah. Don't think 3 pounds is no problem. I can do it.
It's
I tell you,
fucking
it's
humble.
hard, man. Compared to what I used to be able to do, my body right now is like half the size I used to be. I used to be able to grab a refrigerator and walk up 2 flights of stairs without a dolly.
I can believe
Carrying
that. Yeah, was telling us before you got on that he's like, I don't know if you can tell how tall Johnny is, but he's a tall dude when you meet him in person. So
I need to back you out of me.
Yeah.
how tall are you?
How tall am I?
Yeah.
Well, I used to be 5'10" 3/4", but I think I'm only about 5'10" now
Yeah.
after my operation. Yeah.
That was my guess, but SoCal was like he kind of made it sound like you were like he even said Shaquille O'Neal.
Nah, hell no. That's not me.
Oh,
Said he had some Shaquille O'Neal in him, were his words. So I remember thinking about that. Like, well, I could joke about that, but
Oh,
that'd be
it was
gay.
late at night. It was dark. You know, he was. I gave him a really good dry hit that fucked his head
Got
up.
him all high.
I gave him. I just got done cleaning out my bong, got it all ready and set up for him. The motherfucker shows up, and I give him a dry hit. You know.
That's good. That's good fucking weed right there. When you take a hit and then blow it out, then the guy next to you just goes.
Yeah, that was my gooey bloobs that he smoked on there.
That's fun. Yeah, that's good weed right there.
Yeah, that one there. I got lucky with that mistake in the with the blueberry cheesequake at the very beginning. That motherfucker right there, it blessed 29 other ladies with some German or some new seeds. You know.
I wonder if that's the same genetics that the girl from the pot commercials smoked.
I
Remember the
don't know.
girl that smoked the weed and she was flat into the couch? You remember?
Mm,
No?
I don't remember it. No,
Oh
too
man.
many hits. Too many hits.
And it'd say weed would make you lazy and it would like show this young girl and she was like melted into the couch.
Wow, cool.
Wonder if it's the same.
Yeah, I just got done making a new strain again. I just crossed to my Gorilla Bean. I crossed the crude oil from Thumbprint Genetics in Canada. I won it off of a wheel, and I got onto his thing, and I said, "I'm feeling lucky tonight," and I can't believe it went right to me. And so, and this stuff here is it's pine tar across to um shoot. Now I'm having a hard time.
I've heard good things about that pine tar.
If you
Yeah.
enable
So
sharing, I can show that picture.
what's that?
Well, I said if Eagle enables sharing, I can show that picture. I just have to look for it.
Yeah, let me
Yeah, go ahead.
everything's different now. I gotta find it. Hold on.
Yeah,
I won't share the video, but
There you go. Should let you
the
know.
code to get into Zoom that I'd had before, it wouldn't work this last time. I had to get it from oh my God.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's what the same. I think a little bit of that's in the strain that you're smoking with SoCal there.
Yeah, definitely.
It's buried in there somewhere.
Yeah,
You know what
because
I mean?
that
Old
one
school.
there was the cross between the Afghan Overdrive that I grew and the Blueberry Cheesequake. And my boy
Oh, this
Blind
cigar.
Cat 420, he's the one that came up with the name of Gooey Bloobs. So now
That's funny dude right
it's
there.
the Blueby line, you know. I got the Bloobs line. So
Have you talked to Blind Cat lately?
yeah, talk to him every once in a while. I just haven't been out doing a whole lot of stuff. I got, man, some weeks I have 4 doctor appointments a week, and sometimes they're doubled up, 2 on a day. You know, absolutely insane, man. I'm coming close to. They're getting tired of me. Let me just say that they're getting tired of me telling them they're all fucked up and they need to fix this and fix that. I went into the pain doctor office and I called him Dr. Mangalore. And he said, "What do you mean?" And I says, "Yeah, well, the procedures that you're doing for me are just, they're no benefit for me. It's just for these assholes. They want to torture me before they give me a procedure. You know,
They do.
they
That's
do.
accurate.
It's an absolute fact, man." And I asked him, I asked the doctor, I said, "So, truthfully, what kind of a benefit am I going to get out of this operation, this procedure?" And he says, "Well, there's no benefit for you at all. The only benefit there is just to prove that you actually need this operation. Yeah.
Ain't that what fucking X-rays and MRIs and shit are for?
And that's exactly what I asked him. I said, so the x-rays and the MRIs and all that shit are useless? I said, why you fucking poison me with the radiation if that's the case? You know?
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that shit's not good. Those tests aren't good to have. You don't want an MRI for nothing. You know what I mean?
Oh man, I've had so much radiation bombing down on me so far. It's just I'm surprised I don't glow, you know? And my opinion is too is when you go through the airport, they give you more radiation in that thing than you would for a regular x-ray because they're doing your whole fucking body. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At one time. Yeah. I don't think that's right. I think that's wrong that they do that shit.
It's gotta be tough on the body in general. Killing it. That stuff kills. I mean, that literally changes your DNA as it blows through.
Absolutely does. It rearranges shit. It's not good for you. Well, anyway, um, I gotta get up, man. I'm gonna go in here and get ready for bed. I'm getting tired. It's been a
Yeah,
long
I
day.
should get to work. I should
Yeah,
get to work. I need to sling some mud. I only told myself I'm gonna pop on for a quick hour. Quick hour, and then it even says "quick" in the title. Ah!
yeah, that was awesome, man. I'm glad to be able to come back on and shoot the shit with you and shit. It's always awesome, man. I
I didn't
appreciate it.
miss, bro. I'm here for you. I truly.
I wasn't able to get my background to work for whatever reason on this new one that's
I'm
going
worried
on.
about that background. I'm worried about seeing that mug. I don't see your face, man.
Yeah. All right, then, man. I'll catch you guys later. Eagle, it's always a blessing, man. Always awesome. Hardcore, good talking to you. Good seeing you. And everybody in chat, peace and love always. And, grow that weed like you love to fucking smoke it, you know? All right, guys. Catch you guys later.
Later.
Peace.
I had to pull out some uranium glass for you. I couldn't find any green shit right away though.
That's wild.
All
That's
right. Thanks again. Take care.
thanks Ryan for stopping in. Cheers, brother.
Cheers.
Told you guys I would take out the shout outs list, and I guess that's been a fail. But I do need to dig it out of that storage unit, out of the can, and get it more handy as these shows hopefully will get more and more frequent as future goes on. And for that, as far as that goes, it'll probably be a little bit sporadic, as I'm doing a little day and night stuff these days. So I have been putting in a lot of late nights, throwing some mud, tiling and grouting will be next, as well as trim and all that good shit. If again, I may not be going over the process while I'm doing it, but I may work and hang out in the background if some of you nerds want to hang out in the future while I do some work in some random time Weed Nerd Worlds. And I'm talking random. Maybe the day, maybe the middle of the night, evening. It may be fucking 2, 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't know. Right now, my schedule is all over the place, and yeah, I'm always looking to hang out with some great weed nerds. I love these conversations. I love catching up with all the people that hang out and do this 100%. Uh, so many weed nerds that have participated in this need to come back and kind of hang out and throw in their hello. This is what I've been doing, and so many more. I need to get back doing these interviews. I keep saying that, but I think this time the time is coming, I should say, to where, yeah, you know, things will get more permanently set up. And I don't know. I just appreciate you guys all these years. 5 years now, pushing 5 years, hanging out through this journey. And for your support, your continued support, and yeah, shout out to all you guys. This is my shout out to all you guys. I greatly appreciate you. So, that being said, I am going to get back to work. Hopefully, you guys enjoy your evening. Hopefully, we'll see you soon. Don't forget, if you're in Michigan and want to come hang out this weekend, I know it's super short notice and doesn't hurt my feelings if you can't, but please keep it in mind. If you want to come hang out, hit me up with that DM on Instagram, either the fucking talking shit with Eagle or the Eagle Gardens 1, and I'll get you the address, tell you where to go. That being said, have a great night. Don't forget to do something nice for somebody. Random acts of kindness do save lives.